Hey everybody, hope you're having an awesome day. I know I am, right? So it's my day off, so I'm relaxing a little bit. I'm doing one of the things I like to do best, and that's doing a little bit of cooking. Not so much about the videos, but at least the cooking, right? And I like to show and teach people what I've learned over these past 3+ years. I've done keto and all the interesting things that I've come across. So really, let me know what you like to see. Do me a favor, give me a thumbs up on the video, subscribe below, hit that little bell icon. If you'd like to see more stuff like this, I really appreciate it. You know, we're doing product reviews, we're cooking, doing a lot of different stuff. You tell me what you want, conversations around my experiences with keto. Again, I'm no expert on it, but I can give you my experiences and my research that I've done throughout the past 3+ years, the weight loss that I've lost and I've been able to maintain, the health benefits that I've got. Love to share that with you. Hopefully you can learn from it. It'll help you with your journey. Hopefully we can share things back. You can give me comments, give me ideas. I'm always looking for new stuff. I'm always looking for new topics. So, you know, whatever you think is good. Today, I was actually watching Keto Mama Michelle on her page, and her son Zach's first birthday was the other day, and she made a big chocolate chip birthday cake, keto birthday cake, chocolate chip one for them. They made cupcakes as well. So she made a couple of videos of those. I'll put the link down below if you want to see them and check out her page. But it got me thinking that this weekend, I generally do make chocolate chip cookies, but I didn't want to do the same thing. So I wanted to make cookies this weekend. So my wife and I had done a couple of videos a while back, and I'll put links for those in the description as well, for another macadamia nut cookie that we made, but it was a single serve one in the microwave. It was good, but this time I wanted something a little more. I like to have some cookies so when I get home, I've had a really good day after dinner, not too late, and I got a sweet tooth, and I that type of person that I really do have a sweet tooth, that I want something just to that's a couple of carbs that I can grab one and nibble on it, satisfies that sweet tooth, tastes really good, I really enjoy it. So I thought, generally I make chocolate chip cookies, but I thought we'd do something different. We had the macadamia nuts left over, we have some white chocolate chips left over, so I'm going to make a white chocolate macadamia nut cookie. So that's the plan for today. Like I said, hopefully you like it. Thumbs up if you do. If you have suggestions, modifications to the recipe, comment down below. Tell me what you think. We can do better. Maybe you try a different recipe. I will tell you, I took this recipe and I changed some things in it to the way I'd like it. This is the first time I'm making it, so hopefully it will come out good. I did soften some butter. Oh, so that's what the microwave sound is. So I did soften some butter. We're going to use that in a minute here. So let's get started. So this is 1.5 cups of almond flour. So we're going to put that in a bowl. This is a 1/4 cup of coconut flour. We're going to put this in the bowl. And then we're going to put a little bit of salt. I use this pink salt. Again, I'll put the description, the recipe down below as well. So I just put a little pinch of that in, get that going. I'm going to mix it kind of together, sift it together. So once it's kind of mixed together, all I'm going to do is just take and set it to the side. So I'm going to switch bowls out here. So I'm going to use this mixing bowl next. I got my bulletproof coffee here. So I'm drinking my coffee. It's not morning, but it's not afternoon either. So it's actually a nice day here. So got my coffee going. So on this part here, we're going to mix together the butter. Now this is 3/4 of a tablespoon of butter. Now I did not, which I should have done, I should have taken this out probably either last night or early this morning when I first got up. And then it would have been nice and soft. It'd probably be easier to mix this. So, but I'm gonna put the 3/4 of a cup into a mixing bowl. Then I'm going to take, this is a 1/2 cup of a sugar substitute or sweetener. I use the, like I say, I use the Latana sweetener. I'll put the link down below for that and some other stuff that I'm using here, so as well. So I put the sugar in here. And then I'm going to put the vanilla in here. Again, I'm a little leery about the butter right now just because of the fact it should have been softened, and I put it in the microwave to try to soften it, and it melted a little bit. So we'll see. So now I'm gonna whip this together. Again, if the butter was soft, it would probably mix together a little better, a little more thicker. But it comes out a little thicky. You want it to kind of have like a whipping. How do I say this? Kind of like a whipped cream type of a mixture. It's soft. This is happens to be melted, so it's a little bit softer. So I'm not going to get that consistency. So that's all there is to this. All I'm going to do from here is I'm going to mix the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. I'm going to do this in a couple of parts. I'm going to put some in, and I'm going to mix it in. If you want to use a mixer, you can do that. I like to do it by hand because I like to see the consistency coming together on it. I'm going to pour the rest of it in and mix it. So just to kind of show you the consistency of how it's coming together, what it looks like. So it comes together, it looks like cookie dough, right? So it has a pretty thick consistency. So you kind of see how it comes together. So once it's all mixed together, all I'm going to do is I'm going to mix in the macadamia nuts. This is a 1/2 cup of macadamia nuts. And then this is a 1/2 cup of the white Lily's white chocolate chips. You can use the ChocZeros if you want. You can use any of the unsweetened or the sugar substitute, sugar-free ones. I like the Lily's the best. I'm a big Lily's fan, so I use their chocolate chips in a lot of the recipes. All I'm going to do is mix this around. Now once you get this pretty well mixed around and you're pretty happy with it and you think it looks pretty good, now the only thing we're going to do here is we're actually going to take this and we're going to put it in the refrigerator and we're going to let it sit for 30 minutes. So you don't need to watch me for 30 minutes while I'm doing cleaning up some of the stuff I just messed up here. So I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and then we'll come back in 30 minutes and then we'll get it in the oven and get them baking. And we're back. So this has been sitting in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. I did turn the stove on. It's heating up to 350. We're going to put the stuff in there for about 10 minutes. And it says 6 to 8, but I'm finding that in my oven it takes a couple extra minutes. Not sure why, but it does. So I'm going to put them in for probably about 10 minutes, just to let you know. So I don't have a cookie scooper, so I just take a teaspoon. I put them on there, just a small amount. I'm going to put them on a tray, and we're going to space them out. When I put them in, I'm going to push them down a little bit. And I'm going to space them out about an inch apart. I don't want them too big. I don't want them too small. Again, when we review the macros, we'll, you know, a lot of it's going to depend on how big you make your cookies or how small you make your cookies. I will tell you that when I took it out of the refrigerator, it was pretty stiff. So I kind of mixed things up a little bit just to make it a little easier to get them out. This will make 24 cookies. So I do have 2 trays set up. I am using parchment paper. So this is not wax paper. Don't put them on wax paper. This is parchment paper. Parchment paper makes it so much easier to clean up. I like easy. You know, like I said, you see me say that all the time in my videos. I'm not a great chef. I'm not a good cook. I'm learning over the years to do stuff. So trying to compensate for lack of stuff. I will tell you, a lot of people talk about how expensive keto is. Again, if you make it yourself, it's pretty reasonable. If you go to the store and buy it, it's pretty expensive. I went to Sprouts this morning. I stopped at Sprouts. Sprouts, I have one that's pretty close to my house. So I had to go run a couple of errands, and I stopped there and picked up a few things this morning. I didn't do a keto haul there. I did it once before. I did see a couple new products there. They have a ton of keto stuff at Sprouts. So I do like to go there. It's probably one of my second favorite stores after Costco. So there's pan 1 done. Again, we do make cookies. I would say we make cookies almost every week. So, like I say, I have this jar that I use, and I fill up and I put it on the counter. Now the trick is not to overeat them, right? So not to eat 10 of them a day. You got to eat 1 or 2 a day. So you got to be really careful. I do want to, again, ask if you have things that you want to talk about, review about. I was thinking about, I actually have a list of baked products that I was thinking about doing. I'm gonna ask you what you think. Here, I'll grab my paper here in a second now. Just some ideas. I saw a video the other day talking about total carbs versus net carbs and which one's better. I thought that was an interesting discussion. I'd maybe like to tell you my put on it, my experience with it. see what you think, kind of get your opinion. If you think that's something that is worth discussing or reviewing. If you're having problems and you're in a stall, you know, that may be something that could potentially help you. I also saw, sorry, making so much noise here, but I saw somebody else that made a comment about the difference between Atkins and keto was the Atkins, you count total carbs, and keto, you count net carbs, and there couldn't be anything further from the truth. Let me throw these in the oven, and then I have a question to ask you. So, I gotta adjust one of those oven. So I'm going to ask you, wanted to ask you, so this is my little black book here that I keep suggestions and ideas in that I've been writing down as I go. So some of the things I thought about making was I have a Oreo chaffle recipe. So you'd like to see that, you know, let me know. A keto blueberry bread. Again, some of these things are great. I like to do some meal prepping, so I do some of this stuff ahead of time, especially in the morning. When I get up in the morning, it's early, nobody else is awake. I make my bulletproof coffee and I just want to grab a little snack or something with it and then go. Talked about the low carb chocolate muffin, not the chocolate chip ones, the chocolate muffins. Just some keto bread, some keto crackers. So these would be cheddar cheese crackers, much like the Wisp, moon cheese and that type of thing. They're actually great to make, have them around the house, a little bit of salsa at night. Those things are you're interested in seeing. Some brownies, like I said, the crackers, just, you know, so a few different ideas, a baking. If you'd like to see some full course meals, let me know. We do a lot of grilling and stuff on the weekends to try to meal prep for during the week. Those are just some of the ideas. I was kind of interested to see what you thought. Also thought I would maybe talk that topic of the net carbs versus total carbs and kind of get some input, and hopefully you let me know your thoughts on that. I really appreciate it. Now we're gonna come back in a few minutes when the cookies are ready, and we'll show you what they look like. So they're done. I'm gonna show you what they look like, and we're gonna take them out. So nice and golden brown. I did have to leave them in for about an extra 5 minutes or so. That's what they look like. Take the second tray out. Now they are going to be very, very soft when you first take them out. So you're going to want to take them out and you're going to want to let them sit for about 5 minutes or so. And then we'll take them off and we'll put them on the cookie tray. But that's what they kind of look like. They look pretty good to me. So we'll come back in about 5 or 10 minutes. We'll put them on the cookie tray over here. And we'll let them finish cool off. And then we'll taste test them and go through the macros. All right, does it sound great or what? Hopefully you're enjoying it. All right, these are all cooled off now. They're ready to go. I will tell you that they were extremely, extremely soft up until they really got close to room temperature. So this is, I'll take a couple of them, random ones, and take them, and you'll see there's 2 different batches, kind of the way they looked. You know, you'll see this one was done a little more because it was on a different pan, on a different shelf. So, but overall they came out pretty good. Like I said, they were really soft, so even when I transferred them onto here, they were still a little bit soft. I probably should have left them in the pan a little bit longer before I moved them. A couple of them fell apart on me, but they seem to be okay now. But the good thing is that the ones that fell apart are actually the perfect ones to try, right? So So just to go through the macros on these things. So this actually made, I got 27 cookies here instead of the 24 that the recipe calls for. I will tell you that each cookie is about 130 calories, give or take, depending on the size of the cookie that you make. There's about 13 grams of fat in one of these. So it's pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of butter in them. The macadamia nuts themselves are very, very rich in butter. So, you know, so it's a lot of good fats here. So protein in here is about 2.2 grams. Total carbs in here is about, I should say, the carbs in this, the net carbs in this is 1.4 net carbs in this. So I don't have total carbs here in my macros as I'm looking at the breakdown, but the net carbs in here is 1.4. So again, you know, at the end of the day, you finish your dinner, you're kind of sitting around and you're thinking that you'd like to have something sweet for dessert. You know, you can grab a cookie or two and have it. You know, 3 carbs, end of the day. It's a great way to go. You're getting the good fats from the macadamia nuts, you know, as well as from the butter. So let's take a bite and I'll tell you what they taste like. I actually like the taste. It's a little crumblier still. You'll see. So they're a little bit softer, a little more. They're breaking apart a little more than I'd like, but they taste good. They seem to be okay. They're still not fully cooled yet, so I'll let them cool before I make too much of a judgment. But the texture is good. The taste is really good. I like the macadamians. I like the white chocolate. I will tell you that white chocolate's a little bit sweeter than dark chocolate, so if you're not into really, really sweet things, you may not like the cookies. You may want to go light on the white chocolate, but I like them, so I like the flavor. It's a good go for me. So again, I think I'll play around the recipe a little bit and see if I can put something else in it that may hold it together. Maybe put a little beef gelatin in it or some xanthan gum to see if that will help it combine better together and hold. But overall, it's definitely a winner. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to talk while my mouth is full. Hope you enjoyed it. Thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe down below. Hit that little bell icon there. Tell me what you'd like to see next. Like I said, I gave you some other ideas on things that I'm thinking about doing, things I got in the works. Let me know. Actually, I talked about possibly doing some cereal because there was some interest in that from the last time. Comparing Magic Spoon, Catalina Crunch, and then maybe something else. I know the High Key has a new cereal out. So I thought maybe trying the 3 of those and seeing which ones, you know, maybe I can get my wife to join me again. And then we can kind of give you an honest opinion of which one we like and which one we don't like. So let me know down below. Comment, please. And I'd really appreciate it. I will see you next time. And just remember, you guys are awesome.